Lighted now.
Yeah.
Hi everyone, my name is Sahil. I'm actually out here in Los Angeles right now. It is very nice to meet all of you. So today we're going to be talking about music and we're going to be talking about rhythm. And when I think about music, when I think about rhythm, I think of it as a full body experience. In order to be able to sing properly, it's not just that you're making noises from your mouth or, from your throat. The noise needs to be coming from all through the body, and it's about having this perfect state of relaxation, being completely calm, completely in control of yourself so that you can then make the noises and make the sounds that you want to make through the music. And I think the first thing that I always do when I think about singing is I warm myself up. And so I think to start today, I think what we should do is first stretch our bodies out. So if everyone can stand up, I cannot stand up right now because my piano is stopping me from doing so. But if everyone can stand up or at least sit up straight, what we're going to start with is we're going to start stretching the neck. So I want everyone to first look up and hold their neck up like this for 5 seconds. Bas aisa. And then niche, dekho, look down. Abhi aisa, look right. And then look to the left, aisa. Abhi, kaise
गोल
bolte
गोल
हैं? Sir, yep, just go round and round 3 times and then go other direction. Wapas aisa, 2 and 3. Okay. Now we're going to stretch out our faces because singing, so much of it also requires you to be completely relaxed over here on the face. So, Abhi, stretch your face out as much as you can. Make the biggest pura aisa face banao, ठीक है? अभी एकदम यहाँ पर कोलैप्स कर दो और फिर वापस बड़ा और फिर छोटा एक और बार और छोटा ऑलराइट ठीक है अभी दोनों हाथ के साथ थोड़ा मसाज करो just massage your face very gently. It's all about making sure you feel relaxed and calm when you're starting the process. Slowly you can move up यहाँ पर भी और फिर नीचे यहाँ पर बस. Okay, so the first thing we're going to start to talk about today is breathing because singing, everything comes from the breath. The ability to make the sound, all of it comes from being able to breathe in and breathe out. So the first thing we're going to do today is just like a dog, वो छोटा कुत्ता जैसा, we're going to be panting. All right. So everyone, just 1, 2, 3, 4. Imagine you are just like a dog who is very excited about seeing some food, on the table, and he's just going. You should feel your stomach kind of going up and down like this. Okay, now we're going to move on to the next part of breathing. So now you've done some quick breathing. Now the opposite is also important. Um, Slow, controlled breathing will help you kind of relax yourself. It's like you wake up in the morning and you take a deep breath and you exhale. But this time we're going to hold it in for a second and then breathe out. And we're for 4 counts. So it's 1, 2, pura bahar. and then again अंदर. तो अंदर 4 काउंट के लिए, उसके बाद 2 काउंट के लिए बस रुको, और फिर उसके बाद 4 काउंट के लिए पूरा सांस बाहर, ठीक है? So let's try it all together, okay? So that is what breathing is all about. Ultimately, when you sing, you're always going to be breathing in, and then the notes are going to be coming out with an exhale. For example, if I'm doing, so it's, I took a breath before the note came out. Or if I'm doing a lower note, like, I'm always taking a breath in first, and that's why you always practice your breathing when you start singing. I think the next step for us when we think about this is, we have to start thinking about, we've understood our breathing and we've understood exactly how we want to be able to warm our breathing up. But now, how does that connect to the actual way that we sing? Because like I said, singing is a full body experience. And the next thing I want to talk about, which is something that, of course, Raghav is a very big fan of too, is rhythm. So, what is rhythm? Rhythm is essentially rhythm is how you count and how you feel the music. It's the beats. It's the it's the vibration that you feel when you're listening to a very cool song. मतलब, rhythm. जब आप एक गाना सुन रहे हो और वो ड्रम का बीट है ना, वो तो रिदम होता है. पर सब कुछ में रिदम है. जब मैं गा रहा हूँ तो उसमें रिदम है. जब मैं पियानो में कुछ प्ले करता हूँ तो उसमें भी rhythm है. Rhythm is the way that you count and you perceive music in different ways. And rhythm is the way that you can understand how the music is moving. And actually, what we did right now with our breathing exercise, that was using rhythm because we were counting and then we were counting to the release as well. अंदर में हम count कर रहे थे और फिर बाहर में भी हम count कर रहे थे. And that's what rhythm is. It is the counting of how much we are singing in a certain amount of time. And so there are different types of notes. So what we're going to learn today is the different types of notes, because that is a very important part of rhythm. Note, what is a note? A note can be ये एक नोट है या ये दो नोट है, ऐसा ये सब नोट होते हैं. And so अगर हम 4 काउंट में यही काउंट कर रहे हैं ना, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. So the first kind of note, the first note that you should know is called a whole note. What is a whole note? A whole note is when you're counting 1 2 3 4, and the note is playing for all 4 of the counts. For example, this is a whole note. If it's 1 2 3 4, or पूरा काउंट के लिए whole note होता है. समझ गया? Then there's a half note. What is a half note? Well, if a whole note is for the full 4 counts, the half note is only for half of the 4 counts. So if you're counting 1 2 3 4, then a half note would be 1 2 3 4. And that was 2 half notes because I did 1 2, that's 1 half note, 3 4. Or if I have to sing it, it would be ha ha. And so half note, whole note का आधा होता है. And so 1 whole note is equal to 2 half notes. And then अगर whole note पूरा 4 है, half note 2 है, तो एक नोट, सिर्फ एक नोट, उनका नाम है quarter note. और quarter note कैसा काउंट करते हैं? It is so 1 2 3 4. Or let me play four different notes. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. एक, दो, तीन, चार, वो सब नोट, इंडिविजुअल नोट, सब एक क्वार्टर नोट है. और अगर आपको आपको मैथ पसंद है तो एक होल नोट चार क्वार्टर नोट हो. And so that is the most basic of rhythm that you need to understand. And any kind of song you like, any kind of song you listen to, they will have these kind of notes, these kind of rhythms in them. And then it keeps going further from there. But for today, we're going to do some clapping exercises with whole notes, half notes, and quarter notes. So what do I mean by that? I mean, for example, if I'm clapping for four counts, it would be, if I'm doing one whole note, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if I'm doing two half notes, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And if I'm doing four quarter notes, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, what we can do to have fun with them is we can start doing different things with them. For example, what if I wanted to do one half note for two counts? 1, 2. And then for the 3 and 4, I do quarter notes. How would that sound? It would be 1, 2, 3, 4. You see what I mean? That is how you do half note, quarter note, quarter note. And so what we're going to do today is we're going to use those different kind of patterns, and we're going to do a little exercise together. Now, the last thing I want to tell you before we start is, what happens if there are zero notes in a specific count? If you're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, but there's no note being played, that is called a rest. And what a rest means is, like, if I wanted to play three quarter notes and one rest at the end, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4. No sound at that moment. And so if I'm clapping that, for example, it would be 1, 2, 3, rest. That is what a rest is. But everything in music is built on rhythm. Rhythm is, matlab, agar music is a tree, rhythm is the trunk of the tree. It's the bottom of the tree that everything is built on. And so let's do some drills together. Let's do them all together, and I'm going to call them out. I'll do them one time, and then we all do them together. So the first one we're going to do is we're going to do two quarter notes and one half note. So that will be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, now everyone, let's do it together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's do rest quarter note, rest quarter note. So what would that be? Rest 2, 3, 4. Rest 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
Got it?
All of these different things are different things that you can use when you're making your music, and you can use different combinations of them. Matlab, ये सब cooking जैसा है. It is सब कुछ ingredients है, और आप सब कोई भी बना सकते हैं ये सात ingredient के साथ. Whole note, half note, quarter note, rest, or there are many more. Quarter note के बाद में quarter note के after quarter note comes 8th note, 16th note. बहुत ही notes होता है वो rhythm में. और rhythm is very cool because it is, like I said, the foundation of music. So let's get into some singing, because once you've understood rhythm, then the next part is, okay, so rhythm is having the notes in their basic sound value, but then how do you add the music to it? How do you add the sound to it? And that's where it comes to what we're going to talk about next, which is the singing aspects and the music aspects. But first, as someone who likes to sing a lot, I always make sure that I warm up my voice before I sing. And now we already did a little bit of my warm-up. We did the breathing and the stretching. But now let's do the actual singing warm-ups. So the first thing, Pela, I'm going to give all of you a choice. You have a choice between three things. First, they call it lip bubbles. Aisa. सब लोग ऐसा करो. Very easy. It's just like It's like I actually have no idea how to describe it. It's like blowing air through and letting your lips kind of move with it. It's so that's choice number one. Pehla one. Number two is just मतलब tongue के साथ ऐसा ही करना. Some people can't do this because the tongue is different for everyone. Now, choice number three is very simple. Hum. Everyone try. Take a breath. Esa. So, we're going to do a little bit of a warm up using one of these three things, and you can choose whichever one you want. So, what we're going to do is we're going to slide down from a high note down to and it's going to be, or if you're a girl, it'll be, or you can do that with, or you can do that with, and for boys it would be, or So choose one, any one, or Okay, let's try it with everyone on the count of 4. 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time. There's no right note, no wrong note. It's all about just making the noise. It's like you're sending the noise to your screen. And remember, when you start, I actually did not do this last time. You should be doing better than I am. Take a breath, go, or as everyone should be feeling a little bit more energized now in their mouth, in their throat, and also in their body. The next thing we're going to do is now we're going to take out those things that we were doing and just do the sound. So we're going up high note, down to low. So now we're just going to do ha. Or if you're a girl, it would be ha. So let's try it all together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ha. All right, boys, you don't have to go that high. You can just do 1, 2, 3, 4. Ha. And if you can do both high and low, then you can combine them and do ha. Go all the way from the top to the bottom. So let's try it all together, guys. Ha. Oh, sorry, I was doing the wrong thing. Ha. क्योंकि सिंगिंग स्पोर्ट्स जैसा है, ये सब यहाँ पर सब मसल होते हैं और उनके अगर आपको सिंगिंग अगर आपको बेहतर होना है सिंगिंग में तो प्रैक्टिस यहाँ पर थोड़ा कैसा बोलते हैं, you'll strengthen your muscles. You know, the more you practice, the more it's like doing push-ups if you want to strengthen your chest and your shoulders. Singing practice will strengthen your muscles over here and also strengthen your muscles over here because you'll learn how to be calm when you're singing. Because singing is not always about the ha! It's not always about the big notes. It's also about making sure that when you do that, you're not screaming. You know, singing or kaisa. Yeah, and you know, अगर आप और practice करेंगे तो वो high notes और आसान हो जाएगा. You know, it's like अगर आप gym में जा रहे हो, you know, if you're exercising in the gym, पहले बार बस light weight के साथ बहुत difficulty हो जाएगा. पर अगर आप और बार gym जाएंगे तो वो weight बढ़ाएगा. और ऐसा ही singing में, the more you sing, the more you practice, the more your high notes become easier. You can go from ha to ha, you know, very, very high notes. And no pain will come from that the more you practice. But the important thing is to make sure you're breathing, to make sure you're always feeling connected to yourself, and always focus on doing the exercises. You know, the brrr, the ha, and now the next exercise. Because many of you probably know this next exercise. How many of you know Saregama? Saregama. And now in English, what they do, you know, especially the way I was taught by my teacher, is that we say do, re, mi. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. You know, I should do that lower. Do, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. That is how that is how we do scales. And so today I want to work with you guys on scales because just like doing push-ups, um, just like doing push-ups is how you strengthen your body, scales are how you strengthen your throat. Also, drink a lot of water. It's good for you. Yeah. So let's start with just the first. We're gonna start with just the first four notes. Do, re, mi, fa. So everyone try that. Do,
Do,
re, mi, fa.
fa.
And now let's do it one more time and then go back down. So it's do, re, mi, fa, fa, mi, re, do. Everyone try with me. Do,
Do,
re,
re,
mi,
mi,
fa,
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 mi,
mi,
re,
do.
do. Okay, cool, cool, cool. And this is what is called scales. Scales are the now you're starting to play with different sounds, and that's what the different notes are. You know, they're all different higher or lower notes. And so this is um, what is called a major scale. So now let's try the full scale together. And I'll play it two times for you. I'm going to go up, and then I'm going to go up and down. And then we can try the whole thing together. So it is do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Let me play that one more time and then go back down again. Do, re, mi, fa, sol,
Do,
la,
la,
ti,
ti,
do,
do.
do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. So you're just going from here to here and then back down. So that is a full scale, and that's a big part of the warm-ups. Like when I'm warming up my voice, I'll usually do the brrr, I'll do the slides, the ha, and then I'll do scale work like do re mi re do re mi re do re mi re do, and so on. You know, I'll that's a good way for me to get myself in the zone when I want to start singing because it allows me to connect my breathing and my rhythm into my voice, and then I can start using the different notes that I want to be using. Like I was saying, you know, breathing, rhythm, and then notes are the bedrock, are they're the branch of the tree that turns into a full song. And so these are the first steps that you would usually practice when you're getting yourself ready to sing and when you're getting ready to perform music. The clouds were raining metal, couldn't hear my own breath. My thoughts came torn, heaving mud with every step. Cried out to ringing ears, was blinded but not blinking. The swarming horde grew bigger as my heart continued sinking. Soldiers rage, soldiers scream, soldiers fight. Grasping for one more second. Comrades fall like leaves in the wind. Losing my sense of purpose. Unleash my primal cry. A brush with
Bye bye.
searing darkness hid my whimpers with a shout. I fought through sheer exhaustion as I tread amongst the drowned. I will charge, I will kill, I will fight, grasping for one more second. Comrades, fight! like leaves in the wind, losing my sense of purpose. Unleash my primal cry. A path out from this nightmare. The only way to go back home. A burden that I must bear. What am I doing all the way out here? Okay. That song is called Kohima. It is about a soldier in the middle of a really, really big battle. So it's a very sad song, but it's ultimately a song about a soldier, trying to go home to his family. So hope you guys like that one. I can see a lot of people have questions already. I see there's one in the chat already. Adarsh is asking me, why do I like music? And Raghav, you should answer this one too. But my answer to that question is, when I was in school, when I was, your age, I was an absolute badmash. I was sent to the principal every day. I used to do my studies, but I also got into all sorts of trouble. And there was a moment when I was a kid where we had a big recital in our school, a big concert, and I went up on that stage, and and the previous day, the teacher had yelled at me for, just being too hyper in class. But then I went up there and I sang a song, this song by this American band called Westlife. And every single person in the audience, it didn't matter that I was a badmash. They all clapped for me. And so that's why I like to play music. That's why I like to sing music. In terms of why I like music as a general thing, my dad is a very good singer. My mom is a very good dancer. And so they've been, since I was barely a year old, they've been playing any kind of music to me. The Western classical music, Bollywood music, rock music, pop music, jazz music, everything. They've been playing it for me. And so music has been, it's been part of my whole life. So it's probably why I've always been so fond of it. I'm sure many of you like music for similar reasons. You like to sing to people or you like to listen to music. And, that's the beauty of music. Everyone can have their own reason for liking it. Thank you for the question. I like that question.